Yeah. How do you pronounce your name?
And Shawan.
Inshwan. Wow, that's different. Inshwan. Wow, that's different. Where you from actually?
I'm from Charlotte,
Oh, okay. So
North
you
Carolina.
from the south. All right, that's not a problem. All right. Have you ever received a spiritual reading before? Should I explain a little bit how I conduct sessions?
No, I haven't.
Mhm. All
Um,
right. Huh?
but I have been watching your YouTube videos.
Oh,
So
so that's where. Okay, so that's where the traffic is coming in at the YouTube video. Okay, that's fine. So I don't have to explain to you about how I conduct sessions. But the main thing that I would like for you to know or to remind you is that your spirit guides are going to begin to tell me things about you that happened in the past, present, and future. So if I jump between different timelines, that's only because they're trying to, well, not they're trying, that's only because they are familiarizing me with you. They're like, this is Ann, how you say your name? Ann Schwan?
and Shawan.
And Shawan, this is who she is, this is what she's been through, this is what she needs, this is what it is that she can do to further assist you, etc., etc., okay? And then, two, if your ancestors choose to come through me, and provide me with messages, that's also good as well, okay? So, the first thing that's coming up with you is trust. And
Yeah.
what they're saying is, hold on, give me a second. Okay, so the first thing that's coming up is trust, and what they're saying is learn how to trust yourself so that you can know how to trust other people. Many at certain times it may be a situation where you people have not been trustworthy of you, or people have been lying to you, and you've probably been going through this whole situation of trust. However, if you get more in tune with your spirit, then guess what? You will automatically know that someone is deceiving you, or someone is lying to you, or somebody is not being honest with you. So it's not about the other person in a sense, it's more so about you in terms of, listen, build that internal trust for yourself in order for you to learn or to know when to trust other people, because I'm feeling this whole trust. And again, I'm going to allow you to express yourself and tell me exactly the things that you're going through so I can help you. But these are the messages that's coming through now. And they're saying trust. And then another thing that's coming up is your solar plex, your solar chakra. Are you familiar with the different chakras in your body?
I am a little bit familiar with them. I'm learning a little bit more about them. Um,
Okay, go ahead.
but the solar plex is like dealing with your soul.
That's Yeah, that's dealing with the soul. That's dealing with your gut feeling. When somebody be like, I have a gut feeling like this person may not be honest, or I have a gut feeling like if we make this right, something bad is gonna happen. So what they're saying is, tell her to begin to build her solar plexus, because it will help you in transformation, and it will help you to gain more willpower, in a sense, like saying, listen, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. Because what they're saying is, and this may be something that may happen in the past, but you are reluctant to reject certain people, or to reject it. You always want to be that type of person where, all right, let me just help this person out, or you don't want to say no. And in certain situations, and what they're saying is, listen, tell her to build that willpower, so that, listen, the stuff that you don't want to do, or stuff that you don't want to happen to you, you will be able to speak the truth and speak what it is that you want. Because in any event, if you continue to allow people to do things to you, or say certain things to you, you're the one that's going to be hurt, because you absorb all of these things. And if you don't retaliate, or you don't release, or you don't heal from certain things that might have happened to you in the past, then guess what? It's still within yourself. So another event, the your solar plex needs to be healed. And guess what? Today is Oshunde, and your solar plex deals with the color yellow. So every Friday, if you want, if you desire, if this is what you choose to do, you want to light up rather a yellow candle on a Friday to help you gain that, I guess, that connection with your own spirit, to release all of the tension that has been happening to you, and for you to build what is known as that willpower in any event. And then another thing, what they're also saying is, give me a second. Do you have children? Oh yeah, you just said you have a daughter. Okay, what's the relationship going on with the father? Mm.
Oh, um, he had tried to um, take custody of her,
Mm.
and it turned out in my favor. But I had taken child support out on him, and they only gave me $53 because he was saying that he was working part time. At first, it was giving me enough money to be able to get her tutoring and get her the help that she needed in school. But once he started saying that he worked part time hours, they only cut it down to $53, and so we're kind of not in a good place.
Yeah.
Good state, him and I.
Yeah, because that's what they're saying. They're saying relationships, and I'm like, okay, well, what type of relationship? And they're saying relationship with the children's father. This,
Right.
which is affecting you in a sense spiritually. You may not feel it mentally, or you may not feel it physically, but spiritually it's draining you. And that also goes back to the whole willpower and solar plexus that your spirit guides are saying for you to begin to build. Because guess what, never allow somebody to take you out your zone. I understand that this situation is very strenuous, or rather very stressful, but guess what, you have control of everything that happens to you. And guess what, to the extent that you get over this hump, is to the extent that you will learn and you will become divine again. But don't feel like, okay, because he stopped what it is that he's doing, that you feel stuck. No, he doesn't dictate your reality, and he doesn't rather dictate the way you treat and care for your child. So again, what they're saying is, listen, let that situation go, let things be what it is. He's sour for whatever reason he's sour for, but don't allow this financial stress, or don't allow this financial situation to take over you. Meaning, don't stress over this. Let me tell you something. One thing I always tell my clients, and this is something that I do for myself, I never stress about money. Never. Never, 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 never stress. You know why? Because I find that once you begin to stress over money or stress over financial situations, you build what is known as a blockage, or you build obstacles for you. Have you just allowed the universe to take its place and things to happen naturally, then you will be more free. You will see the benefits of believing that the creator is with you at all given time. But if you're stressing about certain things, and this is what I'm picking up too, and on top of the solar plexus is the mental, is the mind, is the stressing, and it's the draining of the spirit, is what they're saying. They're saying, listen, her spirit is on a color gray frequency. So you don't know if you want to be happy one day, or you want to be sad another day, or it's like you in between, like the gray matter in between the mind and the brain, between the physical and the spiritual. You're in between those two, and sometimes you go through these mixed emotions where you don't know which one to resonate with. So what they're saying is, listen, just let things be and let things unfold. Not saying that you got to be sleeping, or you giving this man an easy way out. No, 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 don't give this man an easy way out. Do what it is that you need to do to win this battle, but do not stress. I feel
Okay.
like you have a lot of you have a lot of spiritual support coming from your ancestors. Here they're very tall people, and they're rooting for
Yes.
you. I want you to. Are you tall?
No, I'm not. I'm not that tall. My mother has a lot of tall people on her side of the family, but
Mm.
my mother is about 5'4", 5'5", and I'm 5'5" as
Oh,
well.
okay.
So we're not that tall, but
Your
she does have
ancestors
a lot
are.
of tall people
Yeah, yeah, that's what.
on my grandmother's side.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That spiritual connection again, it's on the other side. It's on another realm. So it's not here in the physical, but it's actually in the spiritual, where you have a group of women that are very tall people that are caring, that are loving, and they feel your pain. Are you a water sign? What is your sign?
I'm a Leo.
Oh, fire. Oh, okay. It's the eighth. Um, hmm. Let me pick this up real quick. Give me a second. What is your opposite sign? It has to be. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Fine. Oh, passion. Oh, okay. That's what they're saying. All right. So that's what it is. You know how? Let me tell you the reason why I asked you if you was a water sign is because water signs normally take things to the heart. Like, they're very, very emotional people. But the reason why they're emotional people like that is because they take things personally. However, as a Leo, you're very passionate, and you like you're tick tick boom, in a sense, like tick tick boom. That's exactly what they're saying. So it's like the passion that you have for certain situations. This is the reason why the results are so intense. Like the results of, like, you feeling the way you feeling, mean being sad, being stressed, being happy. The reason why you're feeling this way is because you are a Leo, and you take things very passionately, and it affects the spirit, it affects the soul, it infects the ka. So that's why it's more so. And guess what? You're a Leo, so we're dealing with Heru, we're dealing with the Christ energy. So that also deals with the spirit realm. And that's the reason why they're saying, listen, I understand, or rather, not that I understand, but you may not be feeling the impact, or yeah, you may not be feeling the impact on a physical and mental level, but the spirit, your chi, your ka is, it's draining. It's a bit draining. So listen, reverse everything that you're doing. If you're stressing out a lot, stop the stressing. If you're worrying a lot, stop the worrying. If you don't know what's gonna happen in front of you, don't even worry, because guess what? The universe only builds on faith. And if you have faith in the universe, you have faith in life, and you will be good forever. Again, you have a group of tall women on the other side that are supporting you, and that are protecting you from evilness. Um, this guy, did you know your daughter's father for a long time?
I did. I
Oh,
knew him since we were in the 7th grade. Um, so I've been knowing him the majority
yeah,
of my life.
yeah. That's why I was like, yeah, because that's why it's like a build up. It feels like it's a build up of emotions, and the reason why it feels like a build up of emotions is because you know him for a very long time. I didn't think that you was with him for a very long time, but I did feel that you was with him for a very long time, and that's why I asked, um, which you just confirmed yes, because the feeling that I'm feeling, or the messages that I'm picking up, is like something that has been happening for a long time, and it's because you're holding it in and not releasing these, you know feelings, like these emotional feelings, like you're not releasing it. Perhaps you didn't know that it existed. But again, my love, this in this situation here, they're speaking to me about letting go. Just let things go and let things be what it is, and build your willpower. Draw that connection, or build that connection with your solar plex. Build that connection with the spirit realm, with not even the spirit realm, but with your internal spirit. Because again, you don't, and again, not allowing your feelings to take control of you, but you taking control of your feelings. Because I know you got your Leos, you guys, like your spirit guy said, it's like tick tick boom, tick tick boom.
Yeah.
So again, my love, you gotta take control. Yeah, you gotta. That's exactly what it is. Boom, boom. That's what I'm saying. And again, don't by any means necessary. As you may know, you are the only one that has full control of your actions. No one else. No one else does. No one else does. And if you allow someone else to take you out your zone, then you have lost the battle of mastering self, because no one has that much power over you to allow you to take you out your state of peace and comfort. Mm-mm. You got to go through, you got to, and that's why the first thing that came up was trust as well, because you felt that in any situation, even with this situation with your children, your daughter's father, you felt like you trusted him because you knew him for a very long time. But everything that you've been going through, my love, is just all part of lessons. It made you stronger. It made you realize your worth as a woman. And guess what? No one else can pull a wool over your head anymore, because you've learned. And if you didn't learn, you're going to learn again. And you're going to have to repeat it all over again. Mhm.
Right. And that was my question
Mhm.
that I had um, about, you know, I've been feeling like I've been here before, and I know I have, but it's like, I guess because my spirit is feeling kind of drained, I'm like, I don't want to do the physical realm again. And I've been really looking into spirituality and African consciousness, and just trying to understand um, pretty much where I come from, who I am. So I'm really focusing on my purpose in life, and what my purpose should be. Um, and it's just like I feel like I've made so many mistakes in my past lives and in this life, to where I'm going to be here again. But I guess because I feel spiritually drained, and been feeling that way, I'm like, I don't want to do this again, and I don't want to continue to make the same mistakes
That's right.
that
Yeah.
I've made and have been making. So that was one of my biggest concerns. Like, am I on the right path spiritually? Um,
Let me
am
go ahead.
am I still making the same mistakes to where I'm going to be here again?
So let me let
I'm
me
not sure.
let me tell you that which is very beautiful, that you're trying to get an understanding of this. But in my opinion, or in my experience, there's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong way while you're on a spiritual journey. It just is. And every situation that you go through brings you closer to where you need to be. Even if you repeated one class 50 times again, within that 50 times, you've learned something new, but you didn't master the lesson, but you've learned. And the little things that you learn, you put everything together to build a whole. So when my clients ask me, okay, well, I want to know my purpose here on earth, or I want to know if I'm on the right path. Uh, you getting a reading from me? You're on the right path. Just that alone, you're on the right path. Receiving
Okay.
spirit. No, real talk. Receiving spiritual guidance, any type of spiritual guidance, any type of help, you're on the right path. You see, being humble with your steps in life, and knowing that, listen, I need help, you're on the right path. Because again, we've been so indoctrinated in, looking outside of ourselves for help, but everything that we have is within. So in any event, when my clients ask me, okay, what is my purpose, you know what I ask them? I said, listen, what is it that it is that you want to do in life? And whatever it is that you want to do in life is your purpose. Did I wake up in the morning and say, hey, my purpose here on life is to provide readings and baths and do this inspirational speaking? No, I just chose to do this. Whatever it is, that it's just that easy. That is your path. That is your goal. That is what you're supposed to do here on earth. You know why? Because anything that you have a desire to do is something that, you know, in any event you do naturally. And anything that you do naturally comes from the soul. So when you ask, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing, you have to get into connection with your soul, right?
Right.
Right. So my question to you is, what is it that you want to do?
Um, I've been really thinking about it, and I want to. Cause I used to enjoy writing poetry. And then
Mm.
my oldest daughter.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, and then your oldest daughter.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry. I thought you told me to wait a minute.
No, no, no.
my
I don't wait. I
my
don't.
oldest daughter
Mhm.
is also a Leo, and she enjoys writing poetry. She's very good at it. Um, so I was kind of inspired, and I don't know what happened um, in this process, but coming up with a mother-daughter poetry book um, that she and I would write together. Um,
That's a beautiful
but
thing.
that's what I would like to do, um, and see where that goes.
And that is a
But it's a
beautiful
lot of things,
thing.
yeah, because she's really good. She's really deep,
Mhm.
and I'm a little bit more on the spiritual side. So a lot of mine has to do with, talking to God and poetry to God. Um, but hers is, she really knows how to express how she's feeling in her poetry. And um, I was thinking about, she and I getting together and doing that.
Well, I think that I feel like that is a beautiful, uh not even a manifestation, but a beautiful birth, a beautiful idea, a wonderful experience to collaborate with your child, the person that you birth, and making money from a family business of expression and love. And guess what? It's not about the poetry, it's about the expression, because through your expression, my love, you begin to touch other people's soul. They go that soul again. On a spiritual level, your daughter, who is, at a young age or whatnot, she's able to express her feelings. Other people have these same particular feelings, you see. So that's also part of healing, is what your spirit guides are saying. That's why I was waiting for you to say something in terms of healing, but I already drew the connection where once you begin to write from the soul, from your heart, then that's how you attract other people, and that's how you attract your clientele, and that's how you attract people's attention. So when you say, okay, well, what is my purpose? Your purpose is to heal. Rather it's through poetry, rather it's through singing, rather it's through meditation, whatever it is, it's to heal. Again, you're a Leo, so we're dealing with the Christ energy, the Christ, Heru, Horus, the sun. What Jesus Christ wants to be. You see, Jesus Christ is the story of Heru, the Horus, the Christ energy, the higher centers. So that's why your spirit guides is like, listen, stop letting people take you out your zone. It's not worth it, because it's gonna draw your energy, and that's why they're speaking to me about spiritually being drained. So once you begin to, and then that also causes a lot of confusion in terms of, listen, I don't even know myself. You can lose yourself with that. You can't lose yourself, because you have
Right.
children. You have children that are rather, one, looking up to you, or two, watching what's happening. Very observant children. So it's like, what you want to do. Do you want to be this, this divine beauty that you are, or do you want them to see the different changes that you're going through? Either or, it's not, like I said, it's not a right or wrong question or answer. It's not. If you do let them see you go through the transition, so what? If you do see them, let them see you as a divine beauty, and so what? It doesn't matter. It's all part of their growth. It's all part of your growth, and together you guys will get stronger. But I definitely feel a good thing happening, picking up with you. What they're saying is the book thing is very good. If you want to write a collection of books, collection of poetry, and just to share with people, even posting it online, you know, like the ebooks, or putting your little website together where you can now begin to share your thoughts, share your feelings. The first 3 pages are free, but after the third or fourth, you have to pay for the book, because the first 3 pages to be able to catch people, right? So if you want to do that, but it takes time and it takes work. But for you, you got to get in tune with that spirituality in you, and it's a progress. It's not going to happen overnight. You have to be patient with yourself. That's the number one thing with you, having patience. You have to be patient with yourself in order for you to succeed, or in order for you to become divine again, or whole again, or Christ again, or Christos again.
Okay.
Okay, my love.
So,
Mhm.
that's
So so
exactly the path.
say that again.
I said that sounds like the path I need to be on.
Yeah, yeah, and
Becoming more trusting of myself and
yes,
patience. I do lack a lot of patience. And
yeah,
like you said, it's that tick tick boom
yeah,
routine.
yeah. The tick tick boom thing. Yeah. And
Yeah.
again, I always tell my clients, listen, hey, we are all on different paths, but we're going somewhere. We're in transition to somebody. Hey, listen, you can't judge me according to my, according to how I react to certain things, because you're not in my shoes. You're not in my certain situation. You cannot judge me for how I react to certain things. So in any event, don't be, what I say, don't be shy, or don't regret the certain things that you do, because guess what? You got to do what you got to do, and forget what other people think. You got to act accordingly. You're acting accordingly. You're reacting accordingly, and guess what? You're learning from every situation, my love. So in terms of your, the father of the children or whatnot, don't even wet it. The everything will go by divine appointment. You need to send that man love, because he's a little bitter. And send the man love on a spiritual level, not because he deserves your energy, but to set you free from the pain that he has caused. You feel me? So, and you only doing that for yourself. So again, send him love, send him nothing but white light, and guess what? To the extent that you send this person love, when he comes back around, he may even be treating you differently, or he may be speaking to you differently, because now he's picking up, or now he's trapped into your energy of love. You want that. You want him to be under your wing, in this situation. You don't want the chaos. You don't want the problems. You want to elevate. So the things that you do is you send it into the universe. You speak into the universe, and you say, listen, I bless whatever, his name is, into the light. I wish you well, because he's he's sour. The man is sour.
Yeah.
The man is
I
sour.
can tell he's. I can tell he's a. He's a little mad at me.
When is his birthday?
His birthday is February 29th.
I knew he was a Pisces. I knew he was. He's sour. He's sour. I knew he was a Pisces. He's petty. He's a Pisces. That's what we do. We were petty people. And I'm being honest. That's what happens. We don't care. We want revenge, and we're gonna combat you. So, but the thing about it is, there's two certain types of Pisces. There's those Pisces that wants revenge all the time, and then there's those peaceful Pisces that know how to operate on a higher and spiritual level, such as myself. I was once that Pisces that, like, listen, you do this to me, I'm coming for you. But as I
Right.
grew out of it, as I shifted, as my energy shifted and my consciousness shifted, I am now this higher spiritual Pisces that do not allow certain people or things to take me out my zone, because himself, he's real tempered too. So again, we dealing with two tempered people. That doesn't mix. Somebody has to something. You got children out of it. You can't afford it.
Right. And, I thought he would be more like my mother, because my mother is a Pisces. My birthday is March 15th.
My birthday is March 15th.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
See, that did I just tell you? Yeah. Told you we're more,
So she's more like you. She's more like, I'm not going to get revenge on anybody. So when him and I got together, after, we hadn't seen each other in a few years since we graduated high school. And when we got together, it was more along the lines of, I remember him being this calm person in school and, just laid back. But once we went our separate ways, he turned into someone totally different. And it was more along the lines of, I had to do what I needed to do for our child. I have 3 kids in all, but him and I, with our child, I always thought that we would be able to work through things and work things out. But then I had to do what I had to do. And like you said, that revenge on me taking child support out on him, he took it to a whole nother level.
Oh yeah, what? You crazy? A Pisces? You what? You trying to do what? You want to do what? Okay.
Right.
Okay. You all right? I got something for you. Yeah, I got something for you. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead.
Yeah. When I received those papers, I was like, oh, he is not playing no games.
Yeah, he's not. He's not playing any games. First of all, he's February 29th, so we dealing with the number 11. So that's a master number right there. And master numbers, they take things to the extreme. Like they something else. And that's perhaps why I asked about you being a water sign or whatever, because you have that energy of him. You picking up on it. You have his aura around you too much. You need to cleanse, my love. Yep.
Okay. And so what would I do to clean?
There's different things that you can do. I always recommend my clients, I always offer my clients a clearing bath, a 3-day clearing bath. Or you can rather sage your place, with any type of incense, good smelling incense. Give me a second. Let me see. Well, let me channel something and see what they saying. They're saying to take a bath in bitter herbs. And I'll email it to you because I gotta take the 5 o'clock appointment. I'll email the specific herbs that you can take, like a bath, a herbal bitter bath, to release anything, or to release his aura. But those is basically the 3 main things. Rather it's the clearing bath, rather it's saging your place, or what your spirit guides just mentioned.
Okay.
All right, my love.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate.
I appreciate
and what you
too.
do.
Oh,
I
yeah.
appreciate it.
Oh, yes, my love.
This has been really enlightening to me, and I feel like I can definitely walk this path, and knowing that I have, and I know exactly who you're speaking of as far as my ancestors, and knowing that I have them in my corner, I know I'm okay. I know I'm all right.
Yeah,
so
you got it.
So, peace and blessings to you and your family. Have a great weekend.
You're the first client that told me peace and blessings, and I done had like 4 already. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
And thank you
you.
for the blessing that you just gave me.
Yes.
I really appreciate it.
Ashe.
You have a great day.
Okay.
Ashe.
Bye.